This is Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures, and this is the 11th edition, and this time around we're looking at the book Transfer by Terry M. West. I'll have some more pictures further down the road in the video. And I want to read to you the back of the book, the blurb, to kind of give you an idea what the book is. Howie Payne and Nick Enlow work the midnight shift at Big Carl's Video Transfer and Media Services. An odd AVI clip begins to appear as their public drive on a nightly basis. At first, Howie and Nick think it's a serialized art house horror film someone on the day shift is sending them in secret. As the clip progresses, however, the now obsessed duo discovers something deeper and darker in the videos. So that gives you the basic idea of the book. Let me say this book is a quick read. It's about 77 words long, and the text is pretty large. Like I said, I'll have some more pictures, you'll get an idea. So it is a quick read, but the thing is, you're kind of going to be glad that it is such a quick read, because once you get into the book, you really just can't put it down. I know they always say that about books, but literally, for me, once I got past the second chapter, I had intended to stop and read some more the next day, and I just couldn't do it. I had to finish that day. Now, there are some comparisons to be made to Videodrome, but they're actually really, really minor comparisons, just sort of in the concept of something being hidden in video and, the whole immersive element of video in this regard. So those need to be made, but again, it's just a minor reference. It's not like, this is takes off from that. They're just both have a similar theme in that regard. Now, I will say the characters are really well written. There's a lot of good characterization and banter between the two. There's some good humor involved in this, and you kind of need the humor because it's a very dark and almost brutal book in some ways. In fact, some of the descriptions of certain bodily functions and things got a little too graphic for me, but that's my personal taste. I don't exactly enjoy some of that stuff. I can take all the blood and gore you want to throw at me, but there's certain things that just throw me off a bit. But the very fact that I continued to read the whole book despite that tells you that it's how compelling it is. I mean, it is a really, really hard book to put down. And the funny thing is, it will stay with you after you read it, too. Best books do that, and this story really makes you think after the fact, too. It's something that's going to be coming at you for days after you read it. So I would heartily recommend this book. It's just a good read. Don't intend to spend a lot of time on it, although you could read it over and over again in the time that you'd read a longer novel. So be sure to check out Transfer by Terry M. West. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.